is so global, and people should at this point just accept people for who they are without even looking at their gender orientation, their culture, their race, or whatever, even their skin color. Those things don't really matter. Hello guys, how are you doing? Oh, by the way, I want to go out, getting set to go out, but before I go out I want to make a video for you. So I was having a conversation earlier today regarding some of the challenges that single ladies face because of culture, the bias, both conscious and unconscious bias, you know, the society in general, the way they regard or where they place single women. So today I'm just going to be talking about the struggles of a single lady, especially ladies in their 30s like myself. Okay, so the first one I want to say is that some people just believe that because you're a woman you are less of a person. Okay, let me explain. I know it sounds, oh, what are you talking about? I'm not, by the way, I'm not a feminist. I don't see myself as a strong feminist. I just see myself as someone that believes in equality, someone that believes that everyone should be treated justly, everyone should be treated fairly. There shouldn't be any bias when you're treating people of different race, different gender, whatnot. Okay, so that said, a lot of times I see that the way we ladies and the men alike, especially ladies, the way we treat ourselves as if we are kind of inferior to guys. I don't get where that is coming from, but my kind of upbringing. So I was brought up in a family of so at first we were 3 girls before my parents gave birth to our last born. I was actually 10 years old when they gave birth to our last born, and you can imagine that for the first 10 years of my life I saw just sisters. I had just sisters, and at any point of my life there was no point when my parents treated us as if we were less of a person because we were ladies. No, my dad will always tell me, I can still remember very well, whatever a man can do, you too can do. In fact, what he tells me is that I can put it in Yoruba, but the literal meaning in English is that man that you see has one head, you too, you have one head. So there is no way you can say that because he's a man he's better off than you, or he's going to do better in your academics and all of that. There is no excuse really for you as a lady not to perform in your academics, not to perform on your job. That is the way I was brought up. So growing up to see that the way the society actually sees it is a bit different, sometimes it's like a shock to me, especially in this time and age where we believe that the world is so global and people should at this point just accept people for who they are without even looking at their gender orientation, their culture, their race, or whatever, even their skin color. Those things don't really matter. What matters is the personality, is the person that you're dealing with. That is my own belief. So a lot of times I see that people don't see it in that light, especially ladies, also guys as well. Don't let me say just ladies. So I've seen a situation where, you know, my colleagues at work, they just feel that, oh, this person, she can't do it or she can't handle it. You can't tell me I can't handle it. Let me be the one to judge if I can handle it or not. It's just not fair. Okay, so that said, the second one I've seen is right and privilege. Okay, let me try to explain. So there was a time, I think some couple of years ago, I was out hunting in Lagos. So I don't reside in Lagos, but I needed an apartment in Lagos because I was going to Lagos frequently. I needed somewhere to stay rather than just spending money on hotel bills and whatnot. So I was looking for an apartment, you know, somewhere comfortable that I could, you know, call a home whenever I'm in Lagos and whatnot. And I kept going from this real estate agent to the other, and the first question they ask you, once they see that you're a lady, the first question they ask you is, are you married? I'm like, what is being married? What does that have to do with whether or not I'm eligible for an apartment. I don't get it. So they're like, oh, because you're not married, you know, the landlord might be skeptical about giving you the apartment. The agent themselves, they'll frustrate your life. In fact, some of them actually told me point blank that they couldn't get an house for me, an apartment for me, because I'm single. Period. It doesn't make sense to me. So, but why I'm saying this is that you might be thinking, oh, is it marriage or no? It's not just about the marriage. Try to picture it. If it's a guy that is single, that is in my situation, they'll probably not be telling that guy. I know some of my colleagues, some of my friends that are single, and they've gone house hunting as well, and they don't get this statement from the agent. They don't get, oh, you're not married, from them. So it's more of the gender thing rather than being single or not being single. So they'll tell you, oh, there are some places they can see. I make my own money. I work for my money. It's my money, and I have a legal job. You can even verify my job. So why is it a big deal for you to give me an apartment? I don't understand. I have a good job. I will pay you. I'm not going to hold you. You know, those things don't really matter today. What matters is your status. It's so frustrating. So that said, the other one is my line of work, my discipline. I'm an engineer. And when you walk up to people and you tell them that you're an engineer, by the way, I have 3 degrees in engineering. I have 3 engineering degrees. I have a bachelor's degree, I have a master's degree, I have a PhD in engineering. I refuse to leave engineering. You know, the first thing people tell you is that why are you stressing yourself? Engineering is for guys, it's not for ladies. I don't get it. I can remember my first day in the university. There was actually this colleague of mine in another department. He actually walked up to me and told me to change my course. Studying electrical electronics engineering. He told me to change my course to one of these sciences or humanities or wherever it is. I asked him why. He said, because you're a woman, you cannot handle it. In fact, that was one of the things that propelled me. That's what he said. I cannot handle this. I'm gonna handle this, and guess what? I'm gonna be the best at what I do. And guess what? I was the best at what I was doing. So I don't see why your gender should limit you. It shouldn't limit you. Wherever you want to be, wherever you want to go, your gender should not be a question. Excuse me. And you being married and not being married should also not be a question. Just perform well. Do whatever you have to do. Do it with the whole of your heart. Make sure that you excel in it, and everything will be fine. That is my own belief. So people walk up to me and say, oh, why are you an engineer? Or they just have this shock on their face when you tell them you're an engineer. I don't get it. Is engineering just for men? I thought we already gone past that stage, but unfortunately we still have that bias. And the same way some of my colleagues will also treat me. You know, they already know that I'm an engineer, whatnot, all of that is done, but the way they'll treat you as if you just can't handle some things. I don't get it. It shouldn't be like that. The other thing I've seen is the kind of respect that guys get that ladies don't get. It can be frustrating sometimes. You know, I have counterparts, we're probably at the same level. You know, the kind of respect that people give to them, being at that level, is not the same respect that people give to someone like me, because of 2 main reasons. Number one, because of my gender. I'm a female. I probably don't deserve. I don't get it. What are you saying? What are you saying? Anyways, the number 2 thing is because I'm single. Being single shouldn't be something you judge someone for, or you know, people say nowadays that marriage is an achievement. I don't know. I don't even think I don't want to say marriage is bad, so don't get me wrong. I'm not saying marriage is bad. I hope to be married one day to, you know, a nice guy or what have you. I'm saying that people's success should not be judged based on whether or not they are married. Excuse me. If you are doing well on your job or you are an expert in your profession, you should be accorded the respect that is due you, if you are married or not. Married people can be successful and single people can be successful as well. So I don't know what you are up to. I don't know what you mean. Anyways, enough of the ranting. I just said, you know, before I go out, I should just have a chat with you guys. What do you guys think? Do you think these biases are still out there? Do you think it's just in developing countries like Nigeria, or do you think it's even in developed countries? I've actually seen these biases in developed countries, mind you. Do you think it's still there, and how do you think we can overcome this? So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'll see you guys later. I'm sure I'm going to have fun today going out. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Make sure you keep safe. What? My mask. I'm wearing my mask. So I just want to tell you, please, when you're going out, wear your mask. Make sure that you are protected. Keep social distance. You know, that doesn't mean that you cannot live your life. Coronavirus is out there, but you just have to be careful. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Love you so much. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. Bye. Bye.